Article 625 in the 2005 National Electrical Code addresses using a vehicle is specifically listed for that purpose as a power supply for an electrical system. The typical capacity of a hybrid vehicle when used as a power supply, according to Article 625 of the 2005 National Electrical Code, varies depending on the specific vehicle model and the size of its battery pack. A general range for these capacities is typically between 10 kilowatts and 20 kilowatts. It is important to understand that these capacities are approximate. Several factors can cause variations, including the condition of the battery, the ambient operating temperature, and the vehicle's power electronic system. When considering the use of a hybrid vehicle as a power supply, which can be a convenient and quieter alternative during power outages, it's important to understand several key considerations. Firstly, a vehicle's battery will gradually deplete as it provides power to the connected electrical system. Secondly, the maximum power output of the vehicle will be limited by the capacity of its battery and the capabilities of its charging system. Thirdly, safety is paramount. Ensuring proper connection and grounding is essential to prevent electrical hazards. Fourthly, it is important to note that hybrid vehicles may still produce exhaust gases if the internal combustion engine is required to run to recharge the battery. The advantages of using a hybrid vehicle as a power supply are significant. Firstly, compared to traditional generators, hybrid vehicles operate with significantly reduced noise levels. This makes them particularly suitable for use in residential neighborhoods and other noise-sensitive environments. Secondly, hybrid vehicles demonstrate better fuel efficiency than generators, particularly when they are operating primarily on battery power. Thirdly, hybrid vehicles offer the advantage of portability. They can be easily moved to different locations as needed, providing flexibility in emergency situations or other scenarios requiring a mobile power source. When using a hybrid vehicle as a power source, always consult the vehicle's owner's manual and follow the manufacturer's instructions. This will ensure safe and proper operation. Also, it is important to comply with all applicable electrical codes and regulations. When connecting the vehicle to an electrical system, use appropriately rated cables and connectors. Make sure that the connections are secure and properly insulated to prevent electrical shock or damage to equipment. Furthermore, monitor the vehicle's battery level and charging status regularly to avoid unexpected power interruptions. Regularly inspect the vehicle's power electronic system for any signs of damage or wear. Schedule maintenance as recommended by the manufacturer to ensure reliable performance. The 2005 National Electrical Code Article 625 provides guidance on the use of vehicles as power supplies. It is essential to review and understand this article to ensure compliance with safety standards and best practices. When using a hybrid vehicle as a power source, always prioritize safety and follow all applicable guidelines. This will help to ensure a reliable and safe power supply during outages or other situations where backup power is needed. Also, always be aware of the vehicle's limitations and potential environmental impact, taking steps to mitigate any negative effects. In addition, consider the long-term effects of using a hybrid vehicle as a power supply. Frequent use may affect the vehicle's battery life and overall performance. So it is recommended that you consult with a qualified mechanic or electrician to assess the suitability of your vehicle for this purpose and to determine the best way to integrate it into your electrical system. In general, using a hybrid vehicle as a power supply can be a valuable option for homeowners and businesses alike. But it is important to approach this practice with caution, knowledge, and a commitment to safety. By following the recommendations above, you can maximize the benefits of this technology while minimizing the risks. The power output capability of a hybrid vehicle is directly related to the size and capacity of its high-voltage battery pack. Larger battery packs will generally provide higher power output and longer run times. Be sure to review the vehicle's specifications to determine its power output capabilities before using it as a power supply. The vehicle's inverter system is also an important factor in determining its power output capacity. The inverter converts the direct current power from the battery into alternating current power suitable for household appliances and other electrical devices. A high-quality inverter with a higher power rating will be able to supply more power. Most hybrid vehicles are equipped with safety features that will automatically shut off the power supply if the battery voltage gets too low or if there is an overload. These safety features are important for protecting the vehicle's battery and electrical system. It is also important to consider the environmental impact of using a hybrid vehicle as a power supply. While hybrid vehicles are generally more fuel efficient than traditional generators, they still produce emissions when the gasoline engine is running. Consider using renewable energy sources such as solar or wind power whenever possible to minimize your environmental impact. The ability to use a hybrid vehicle as a power supply can be particularly valuable in emergency situations. During power outages caused by storms, earthquakes, or other disasters, a hybrid vehicle can provide a reliable source of electricity for essential appliances and devices. This can help to keep your family safe and comfortable during a difficult time. The cost of using a hybrid vehicle as a power supply should also be considered. While the initial cost of a hybrid vehicle may be higher than that of a traditional gasoline-powered car, the long-term operating costs may be lower due to the vehicle's better fuel economy. However, it is important to factor in the cost of maintaining the vehicle's battery and electrical system, as well as the potential for increased wear and tear. Finally, consider the legal and regulatory requirements for using a hybrid vehicle as a power supply. Some jurisdictions may have specific regulations regarding the connection of vehicles to electrical systems, and it is important to comply with these regulations to avoid fines or other penalties. Always consult with a qualified electrician or building inspector if you have any questions about the applicable codes and regulations in your area. When deciding whether to use a hybrid vehicle as a power supply, weigh the advantages and disadvantages carefully. Consider your specific needs and circumstances, and make an informed decision based on your best judgment. Remember that safety should always be your top priority. Follow all applicable safety guidelines and regulations to protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. Also, consider the environmental impact of your decision and take steps to minimize your carbon footprint. The National Electrical Code is updated every 3 years, so it is important to stay current with the latest requirements. Consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector to ensure that you are complying with the most recent version of the code. Also, be aware of any local amendments or interpretations of the code that may be in effect in your area. These amendments may add or modify the requirements of the National Electrical Code.